Fusion Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
You are welcome to Fusion Mobile e-learning platform. I'm going to be calling by name, Commerce Tutor, and this class we'll be looking at the structure of business. So we'll be looking at the organizational setup. We'll be looking at principle of management. We'll be looking at organizational charts, types of organizational structure, authority, power, accountability, responsibility in an organization. We'll be looking at span of control. We'll be looking at the delegation of authority, and also we'll be looking at interdepartmental and intra-departmental communication, and also we'll be looking at the importance of communication in a business or to a business. And the first thing we have is the organizational setup. Wow, what is the meaning of organizational setup? Generally, organizational setup is the process of allocating responsibility and authority or functions. Let me put it that way. The allocation of functions, responsibility and functions to different components of the organization or of the business, and also delegation of authority to each of these position or component so as to achieve the organizational objective of the business. That is what we mean by organizational setup. It means what happened, delegating responsibility and authority to each different department or different organization of the business, and what ensuring that the corporate objective is clearly stated, so as to determine so as to achieve the corporate objective of the business. That will be by what organizational setup. So the next thing is the principle of management. So we have different principles of management written by management scholars. So we have they actually bring up different principles of management, so that have to be followed by an organization. So we are going to use the principles now. So we have principle 1. There should be clarity of objective. So there should be span of control. There should be number 3, unity of command. Wow. Unity of command. Number 4 is that there should be unity of direction. And also, there should be authority and responsibility. Also, there should be some aspect of discipline. Number 7, there should also be what we call a spirit. Wow, I love this. Spirit core. Wow. And also, there should be remuneration. So these are the principles. We have a bit more than this, but let's look at this principle listed below. So we have clarity of the objective. This principle of management is telling us that wow, the objective of the business and the goals of the business should be clearly stated. Should be clearly stated so as to achieve the corporate objective of the business. So what happened? The objective should be always specified in the organization. The next one we have is span of control. The span of control. That means this shows the number of subordinates or the number of workers the boss or the person in position of authority is able to control effectively. So the number of subordinates in which the commander is able to control effectively. So this is the span of control. That should be so in an organization there should be a span of control. So we usually have a span of control. The number of employees that can be effectively controlled by the boss in the organization should be clearly stated in the organization. Now the next one we have is the unity of command. The unity of command. So that means there should be the commands, or you understand, the control in the organization should always be uniform. Should always be uniform. That the subordinate should not receive some form of responsibility from different boss in the organization. So that means the subordinate should be able to receive authority directly from his boss. Should be able to receive some form of authority directly from his boss. The next one we have is the unity of what? Direction. So what happens? Direction in the organization should always be what? Should be unified. So there should be what? Some form of what? All of the subordinates and also all of the workers or all of the components in the organization should have what? Some unified direction. So they need that all of the functions, responsibility of all the components of the business should what all of that function should all direct to the achievement of the organization objective, organizational objective. So all of the functions of the workers should be directed to achieving the goals of the organization. So there should be a unity of direction in the organization. Now the next one is authority and responsibility. It means giving different components or department of the organization some form of authority and also delegating responsibility to them. There should be authority should be delegated and responsibility should be given, and this should be clearly stated to the subordinates in the organization. The next one we have is discipline. Wow, this is also one of the principles of management. So what happened? There is some element of discipline in the organization. What happened? The subordinate should be well disciplined, and also what happened? The person delegating the authority the discipline in the organization, so as to achieve the organizational goal and objective. Now the next one is esprit de corps. What happened? The organization, the subordinate organization should be encouraged, should be strengthened in order to also contribute to the organizational goal of the business. That means if there's a form of incentive to the subordinate, what happen? There will be a spirit, you understand what that means. So their spirit is going to be boosted in that to achieve working directly for the organization, in order for the organization to achieve its goals. The next one we have is remuneration. What happens? The subordinates and the workers and all of the components of the business should be remunerated, or so it should be effectively remunerated and efficiently remunerated at regular intervals. So what happens? As they are remunerated, what will happen? They will contribute to the corporate goals of the organization. So these are the different principles of management. These are the different principles of management. And the next thing we have is the organizational chart. So we have the organizational chart. When talking about the organizational chart is just the diagrammatical representation of the flows of authority. So how is the responsibility of authority flows in the organization? So it means the diagrammatical representation of responsibilities. So as it flows from the management directors, from the board of directors down to the lower level management, to the lowest level management. So that was organizational chart is all about. It shows the diagrammatical representation of the flows of authority. So it shows the relationship of authorities and its flow from different components of the organization. Let's look at the organizational chart. The organizational chart of an organization. So first thing we have the board of directors. So followed by the managing director, down to different components of the business. So here we can have the personnel department here. So accounting department, each having its own manager. So we can have actually have accounting department, we can have marketing department. So we can have purchasing department. So we can have so we have the personnel department, accounting department, marketing departments. So we also have the purchasing department. We have the production department. So in the personnel department, we are going to have different units under the what? Under the production department. We are going to have different units under the production department. We are going to have unit like the training units. We are going to have unit like we are going to have recruitment units. We are going to have welfare unit, and so on and so forth like that. In the accounting department, there will be what? There will be position for different units also. Like we are going to have audit units, you know. This unit, we are going to have treasury units. We are going to have cash and bank units. We are going to have personnel and monuments, you know, payment of personnel salaries and the rest like that. So in this place also, we can have in this place we can have in the marketing department, we can have sales units, sales, and we can have research units. So research units. So in this place, that is in the purchasing department. In the purchasing department, we can have warehousing units, where we can have stock control units. We have the stock control units. So in this place, that is in the production department. Wow, in the production department, we can have design units. Designing the products. We can have the quality control units. Quality control units. We have the quality control units. In the production department, we can also have the design units and so these are the what? These are the this is what we actually mean by what? By the organizational what? The charts. So we show the what? Diagrammatical what? Representation of the flows of what? Relationship within the component of the business, or the flows of authorities within the what? Between the components or departments of the organization, as it flows from the board of directors down to what? The lower what? Level management. So we have started from the what? Started from the board of directors, we have the managing directors. So we have various departments who is having what? His own manager what? His own manager. So we have the personnel department, we have the accounting department, we have the marketing department, we have the purchasing department, we also have the production department. So thereafter you have under the personnel department, you have the training units, you have the equipment units. So these have to be created by the organization. You also have the welfare units. So in the planning department, we have you have the audit unit, you have the treasury units, you have the cash and bank units, you have the personnel emoluments units. Under the marketing department, you have the research and sales units. Under the purchasing department, we have the warehousing unit. We also have the stock control unit, something like that. So in the production department, you have the design unit, you have the quality control unit. So this is actually what we mean by what organizational charts. So the next thing is to look at the types of organizational structure. So the next thing we have is types of organizational structure. So we'll be looking at types of organizational structure. So we have line organization. Number 2, we have the functional organization. Thereafter, have the line and the staff organization. So number 4, we have the committee. So these are the 4 types of organizational structure we have. So in the line organization actually represents the direct form of relationship between the subordinate and its superior vice. Okay, that is the managers. That is the manager, that is the organizational manager. So in this form of relationship, the manager actually direct is his subordinates, direct his subordinates in order to achieve in order to achieve the organizational structure. That is the manager actually gives some form of authority, line authority to his subordinate to perform and to delegate. While also in the line organization, what happens, the superiors actually have some form of controls, highest control, control over each subordinate. So in this form of organization also, what happens, there is always a flow of authority, a form of line authority, like a flow of authority from the top executive down to the lowest subordinate, to the lowest management level in the organization. And the next one we have is the functional organization. Now in the functional organization, what happens? So if we have relationship between the functional managers and the line managers. So there is a relationship between the functional manager and the line manager. So what happens? The functional manager or specialist, we can also call them specialists. So the functional manager or specialist actually have some control over all the employees, like the personnel in all departments. Whereas each of these personnel in the department have their own departmental manager, that is the line manager. But what happens? The functional manager has control over all of them, or the specialist has control over all of them. Now the next one we have is the line and staff organization. Now in the line and staff organization, what happens? We have a set of specialists. This actually consists of a combination of both the specialists or functional managers and the line managers. It consists of a combination of this, whereby the specialists or experts actually serve as advise the line manager on what to do as regards to the organizational or corporate goals of the organization. So that one will actually have this form of organization, that is the line and staff organization. Now the next thing is the committee. This actually what happens in this form of organization, what happens, there will be a body of committee, that will serve as an advisory body to the management level. So they will be the one advising the management of what to do and something. So the committee will be formed to advise the management all the specific activities, all the specific duties and what you do in order to achieve the organizational goals and objectives. So we are able to look at the organizational structure of a business. Now the next we'll be looking at the word authority. We'll be looking at authority. Also we'll be looking at power. We'll be looking at accountability. And then we'll be looking at responsibility. So the first thing we have is authority. Authority. So authority is generally the power with what? With legitimacy. The power with legitimacy. So it means the right to give order and what? And compare obedience. So the right to give order. It is usually what legal in business. So all happen what? Okay, a manager will actually have authority over his subordinates as a result of the word, as a result of the positions he wants to occupy, as a result of office he occupies. The authority is usually attached to a position or to an office. The person, the manager actually attain such a position or such an office, what happen? They have the power, they have the authority to give orders and to compare some form of obedience among his subordinates. So when talking about authority, usually is the right, it is the legal right to give orders and also to enforce some form of obedience among the subordinates. So that's what authority is all about. And when talking about power, power is just the ability to influence some form of attitudes of the subordinates or the behaviors of others. So the ability to influence the attitude and behavior of others, and also compelling them to perform some functions and some actions, and compelling to perform an action as a result of some form of sanctions. So if they refuse to perform such a function or such an action to your case, you will sanction such a subordinate. So that is what power is all about. So I think now let's move to the word accountability. Accountability. So a subordinate will be accountable whenever he is given some form of authority to perform or some form of functions to perform. So it means giving some form of explanation or give some form of explanation or about his job, or giving maybe to account the job is attached to perform. So whenever a subordinate is actually given the authority, delegated authority, so if it is the responsibility of such a subordinate to be able to give account of the job which is assigned to, give some big explanation about how the job is being done, how far the job has gone. The next thing we have is the responsibility. The responsibility. So generally everybody is usually responsible. Everybody is responsible for the task he is assigned to. So it is whenever a subordinate is assigned to a particular job, so it is the obligation. It's the obligation of the subordinates to actually take responsibility of the job, to perform the job. So it is the liability of the subordinate to perform the job assigned to he or she. That's what responsibility is all about. So you have to give some you have to have some obligations the job given to you, and to be able to have some liability on the job. That's what responsibility is. So the next thing we have now is to look at the span of control. So we have the span of control. Thereafter, we're going to look at the delegation of authority. The first thing is span of control. So as I said earlier, the principle of management. So we said the span of control is the number of employees, the number of subordinates in which a manager can effectively control. So what happened? The number of subordinates have to determine to ensure efficiency of the what of the manager or superior. So if the span of control is considered, what happens, the knowledge of the managers have to be taken into consideration. The experience, how effectively is the manager able to manage or control employees. So that will enable us to determine the number of subordinates the employee can really effectively and efficiently control. So the number of employees, the number of subordinates should not be plenty or much, not many rather, to the managers. Because if the number of subordinates is much, what will happen? The manager might not be able to control them effectively. So that's what span of control is actually saying. And next thing we have is the delegation of authority. So the delegation of authority is all about transfer of responsibility to the subordinates. So it is to explain the transfer of responsibilities to the subordinates with sufficient authority. In order to ensure the subordinates will be able to perform their duties well and work effectively. So what will happen to ensure effective, efficient subordinate? What will happen? Authority will be delegated to them. There will be division of authority to the subordinate from the superior. That is what the delegation of authority is actually saying. So it shows the transfer of responsibility from the superior to the subordinate with sufficient authority given to subordinate to ensure he or she to be able to perform such responsibility effectively. So the next thing we'll be looking at is the advantages of delegation. What are the advantages we are going to derive if there is division of authority to the subordinates? So number one is that we have invention of bodies of work. So if the superiors or the manager is able to delegate this authority to the subordinates, what will happen? The bodies of work with the manager to be reduced. That will cause a reduction in the body of work of the manager. And again, the training of subordinates. What will happen? Subordinate training through the process of delegation of authority, subordinate is going to learn. So what happens? The subordinate is being trained through the process. So ensuring the training of subordinate. That's one of the advantages we can actually derive from delegation of authority. And again, it saves time. It saves time since there is division of work through subordinate through the delegation of authority. What will happen? Large bodies of work are usually perform as speedily, very fast, which leads to times being saved. And the next one we have is speedy execution of job. Job can easily be executed easily. And again, it motivates employees. It helps to motivate employees. So these are the advantages of delegation of authority. Next one we have on the line is the interdepartmental and intradepartmental communication. So we're going to look at what is communication all about. Communication. I think communication is just like the transfer of ideas, messages, feelings from the senders to the receivers. That's what communication is all about. So communication is to ensure the transfer of information from one place to another. So information is being transferred from one place to another. So what happens in an organization? What will happen? Information is being transferred from one department to another, or within a particular department in the organization. So we are going to look at the meaning of interdepartmental communication, and we are going to look at the meaning of intra-departmental communication. So the intra-departmental communication means the transfer of messages or information within the department in an organization. So it means the receiver and the sender of messages, sending and receiving of information or messages within a particular department in an organization. So that is what intra-departmental communication is all about. So inter-departmental communication, this is the sending and the receiving of messages and information from one department to another in an organization. So interdepartmental actually means between departments, while intra departmental actually means within a department. Now the next thing we have is the importance of communication into a business. So communication is having a lot of importance to a business. So number one is that it establishes and disseminates the goals of an enterprise. So and also it helps to organize human and other resources in the most effective and efficient way, and also it helps to select, develop and appraise members of the organization. So it helps to select and also helps to develop and appraise members of the organization. Also it facilitates efficient transactions between the various units, sections and departments, and it bridges the gap between the top management and the subordinate. So in this class, we are able to talk about the organizational setup. We look at the principle of management, organizational charts. We also talk about the types of organizational chart, organizational structure. Where we look at the 9 organizations. We also look at the functional organization, the 9 and staff organization, and the committee. So also we are able to look at the type of organizational structure. We look at authority, power, accountability, and responsibility in the organization. We also look at span of control. We look at the delegation of authority. Also, we look at interdepartmental and intra-departmental communication and the importance of communication to a business. So, if you are having any confusion with regards to this topic, do not hesitate to replay the video, and also some questions will be displayed on your screen. Do it to attend those questions. Thank you.